Hello and welcome back to the Loud Mouse Podcast, the only podcast on the entirety of the universe ever to be invented ever. I'm your host, FPS Diesel, as always, along with the two other boys, Wild Spattins.
Hi.
And Quite.
That was a really long pause.
It was like
I had to catch my breath. That was
like,
the
where did he
fastest
go?
I've spoken.
But
really long
we
pause.
want to announce our new podcast, the Waiting for Diesel to Finish Eating His Food podcast. It's never going to go public, but it's going to happen every time before we record a new episode of Loudmouse.
So just know when you're listening to this, Diesel ate food before we recorded. Just know that.
Usually most every podcast I eat dinner right before, but that's because I'm working and I don't want to eat while I'm working.
He puts meat in his mouth when he eats.
That's because I ate chicken. That's what I mean.
He puts meat in his mouth.
Yeah, that's just, we need more of that on the podcast, clearly.
Meat.
Venom.
Okay, Diesel, take it away.
I mean, I don't really, you wanted me to put this here, but
Yeah, I
Smash
did.
Bros.
Take
comes
it
out
away.
next week.
Yes!
I feel like we've talked about this every episode.
We have, because it's Smash Bros. What else would we talk about? Smash Bros. Is amazing.
Something that's not Smash Bros?
Well, we can't talk about something that's not Smash Bros. I want Smash Bros. That comes out next Friday. I'm going to play it. That is all.
I'm going to
That-
play
that
it
is
when
all.
it comes out. You said
I'm
you
going
could
to be
preload
too
it,
cheap
right?
to buy it.
Yeah, you can preload it now.
Okay. Did you hear, like, a fuck ton of stuff got leaked?
Yeah, because they could preload.
Yeah, like, I've
the
been
entirety of the
intentionally-
soundtrack got leaked.
I've been intentionally avoiding all of it, but, like, fuck, dude. It made me
the
sad.
entirety of the soundtrack got fucking leaked.
I
There's
remember,
1,000
like, fucking,
plus.
like, Sakurai said the reason he didn't want to make another Subspace Emissary was because people could fucking put it on a YouTube, like, all the cutscenes and shit. And now all the cutscenes for the story mode in this have just gotten straight up leaked before the game's even out. Epic.
Whoops.
It's great.
I don't even know how that happens. Holy shit. Nintendo's usually pretty good at that.
They messed up with them letting you preload the game like a month in advance. Like, they opened preloads really early, and it's only like a 16 gig game. They should have done it like this week, I think. Because, like, I could have preloaded it like 2 weeks ago. So, basically, it took them like 2 weeks to crack it.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
mean, it's the same thing happened with Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee and Pikachu as well. Like, that got leaked. The entire roster for Smash 4 got fucking leaked before it got released. Like, this happens more than you'd think.
I mean, we already know, like, pretty much
We
almost
know
all
the roster,
characters.
but it's like somebody
So-
like so much shit on like Nintendo games have like gotten dropped beforehand, and it makes me sad.
Sad gamer.
It reminds me of like that fucking back in like 2015, Earl Sweatshirt was trying to do a surprise album release for his like second album, I think it was, and like his label like completely fucked up, and they like accidentally announced like you could pre-order it a week in advance, and he was so fucking pissed. So he just, and I felt really bad for him because he was trying to do like that whole meme, but it's like he dropped an album recently. It's really fucking good.
Was it a surprise?
No, it wasn't a surprise album like we knew it was
Damn.
coming this time, but like it's only like 25 minutes long, and it's really fucking solid.
That's good at least.
Yeah. It's a call. Do you see my profile picture?
Yeah, can I understand what it is?
That's the
Definitely
album
not.
cover.
That's the album cover?
That's the album cover.
Oh,
That's a
gonna be
total
interesting.
meme.
And the name of the album is Some Rap Songs. And
Yeah,
it's
just some rap songs.
and the
must
whole
be
thing
so
is
good.
like a bit depressing. Like the
I
album
love
itself.
depressing things.
The album itself is pretty
Yay.
fucking dark. Like and it's like I think Fantano said it, but it's like Oral's just can't be fucked so much that like he just can't even give this album a proper name. It's
It's
just
some rap song.
He's like he's just so fucking like depressed. Like I can't even be asked. Like
Damn.
Fuck.
That's basically better than damn, honestly.
I'm giving it a damn out of 10. I'm feeling a light
Oof.
to strong damn.
Goddamn, damn.
People were
What?
so upset he gave that an 8.
He gave damn a 7.
He gave damn a 7, oh my god.
That's why people were pissed.
But 7's not bad. I don't think
7's
7's
not bad, but I mean, like, Kendrick is, like, an 8 artist at least to a lot of people, and personally I would have given damn an 8. But
well,
it's
there's
like,
tons of artists where people are like, well, that's totally like an 8 artist. It's totally like a...
Well, the thing is, though, have any of them been as consistent as fucking Kendrick, is the question.
I don't know. I mean, like, at least we can all agree Imagine Dragons is shit. But
But yeah,
that's
no,
not that hard.
From all the reviews, like before fucking damn, like Fantano gave Section 80 an 8. He gave Good Kid, Mad City a 9. He gave to T-Pab a 10, and he gave fucking Kendrick Lamar's like Untitled Unmastered, like all the B-sides. He gave that an 8, and he gave Damn a 7, which is why it was a surprise because like the lowest he'd ever given fucking Kendrick before was an 8.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, he stays true to his like opinions on music at least.
Yeah, like he's honest about him, which like I appreciate. Like I disagree with his damn review, but like it's fair, I think.
Damn.
I've seen there's like, what is it, Pitchfork? They'll like write music reviews and they're totally just following trends or being like contradictory for the sake of getting clicks on their articles. I'm just like, are you kidding me?
The thing is, though, I feel like a lot of like websites that review shit, it's like the reviews aren't coming from the same person, so so whoever's reviewing an album might not have the same listening tendencies or preferences as someone else who reviewed the same album or a different album by the same artist. Where with Anthony, like across all genres, across all albums and artists, like the same guy is reviewing albums, so like we know what kind of preferences he has, and we know how to adjust those and like mitigate them with our own, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's part of why it's so easy. It's like that's why it's really easy for me to see how he's like become most relevant music reviewer ever.
Internet's busiest music nerd, best teeth in the game.
No, you want to know the internet business music nerd? Fucking UMG. They're watching all the TikTok videos and claiming all the fucking TikTok videos.
That was an amazing segue that I just ruined, but I have to commend you for that.
Fucking, they're great.
Christ.
I love UMG. They're amazing.
They've only gotten one of my fucking TikTok videos, but Brandon got claimed like 5 different times on his.
So I made one fucking TikTok video, and they claimed that one TikTok video 5 different fucking times, and like. As I was like disputing claims, like more were coming through. So these people were watching my video real time and like fucking listening for music that they like own rights to just to fucking claim it. And it's like all the clips are into 20 seconds and like there's talking over all of them. It's just background for the fucking TikTok. It's obviously fair use, but they're like, no, it's not fair use. We're UMG.
UMG is really interesting because it's very clear that they're going around looking for TikTok videos and claiming them deliberately. Both of my TikTok videos were claimed by them, and
manually?
I appealed that claim.
Was that
manually.
Yeah, mine got claimed manually within the first 3 hours of being posted. So fucking stupid.
Yeah, mine got manually claimed, and I was like, all right, not the first time it's happened. I'll just appeal, and then it'll be good. So I appealed on both of them, right? Not only on the first one, they waited until time was up to write a response, and at the end of that month they said that my appeal was invalid, and then they waited for the absolute end of the next one and said that that one was invalid as well. And I found that really interesting because I was like, okay, why? Because my stuff was definitely fair use, and I've only done 2 TikTok videos, and they claimed it for such a short period of time, and I had distorted the audio on purpose so their systems wouldn't pick it up. And like
UMG is everywhere.
they called my bluff, and they're basically saying, fucking sue us. You know? They're like, okay, bring it to court.
Nah.
And no YouTuber's gonna do that. No one's gonna appeal it again.
The thing is though, like that's not when they like it's so you know how like when you appeal a claim it goes back to them and it's up to them to say it's valid or not, right?
Yeah.
When it's that third one, like, that's when it has actual consequences for either side. And, like, typically that's when they back down because, like, you could actually make a case against them.
Yeah,
but, like,
they have to...
They play off of that fear that, like, you're not going to do it, which typically...
I know, that's my issue with it, though, is that they're
even
playing
though
off
we
that
probably
fear.
could, it's like we don't want to risk it. But it's like, I feel like that's part of the issue, you know?
People have tried doing on that one where it's, like, sue or strike, and, like, they've released claims, and they only have 20 days to, just, like, show proof they're going to sue you. So...
They're probably making a decent amount of money.
They're making fucking bank. They're making thousands of fucking dollars a day off this shit. Because they're claiming every single fucking TikTok video. Compilations, like reactions to compilations, commentary on like fucking TikToks. Like they're claiming all of it. Like they are making fucking bank. and it's totally illegal.
I feel like the only way to stop them, like to de-incentivize them, would be like when they like wait that 29-day period so they can make as much ad revenue off of it as possible without going into suing consequence territory. Is when they send it back, tell us it's invalid. We then so a bunch of YouTubers actually go through with it. So they're showing we show them like we're not fucking around anymore. But obviously that's really fucking risky because we actually could get sued for it. Even if we would come out the other side, getting
It's
sued
totally unlikely they will sue. That's totally fucking unlikely.
But the fear is always going to be
unlikely.
there.
Yeah, it's like why the fuck would they sue some YouTuber in his room when like they could just be like, okay, it's a couple thousand.
Yeah, but
dollars,
imagine if like hundreds of YouTubers came forward and were like, "Whoa, UMG, you gotta fucking stop." I know obviously that's not gonna happen because
It would have to be incredibly coordinated to manage that.
Well, that's what a class action lawsuit is. But I don't think that would ever happen. Honestly, I just don't. I don't see anybody wanting to stick their neck out like that. So it just that won't happen. As much as I want it to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be fun. Just everyone like 100 signatures, fucking class action lawsuits. Like, hey, fuck you.
Epic style.
I mean, I'd argue that UMG is definitely like overreaching. Like,
Oh no,
what are you
this
gonna
is
sue
definitely
them
not fair
for?
use. They're overreaching their rights. It's like
I mean, like the monetary damages associated with this. I'm guessing, right?
yeah, you could sue for that.
Yeah.
you
But
wanted
then we
to.
need a lot of YouTubers to come forward, and I like. I don't want to start that obviously because I'm 20 and go to college, and I
don't think-
just have
I don't-
enough money to feed myself.
I don't think any of us want to start a revolution.
I mean,
But if
UMG,
someone
you
else
know.
starts it, hey, we got your back, homie.
I just want, just like a little signing on a piece of paper that says FPS Diesel came up with this.
What if someone does all the work?
You know, like how that one guy wrote the Constitution and everyone else put their names on it?
Yeah.
Just want to be one of those guys that put my name on it.
Okay.
There we go. That's what
Also,
I want.
write it the biggest, like fucking John Hancock.
There you go.
Even though like he wasn't the one who wrote it.
There you go.
History
humor?
Who wrote the Constitution?
Wasn't it Thomas Jefferson?
I'm trying
I'm
to
not a
remember if he
history
wrote-
major.
so.
I don't know if he wrote Declaration of Independence or if he wrote the
Hold
fucking.
on.
Oh
Constitution.
fuck, you're right.
Who wrote
Shit.
the Constitution?
I don't know my own country's history. Fuck.
Who wrote Constitution? James Madison.
What?
He wrote the
All
document
right,
that
James
formed the model for the
James
Constitution.
Madison. It was James
Wow,
Madison.
we were
He
off.
wrote the
We're all
document
wrong.
that formed the model for the Constitution. Okay.
The
So
US
Thomas Jefferson
education
did write
system.
Declaration of Independence.
I know my country's history.
We're great Americans.
Yeah. I would not pass the
I
citizen
mix
test.
up which one Thomas Jefferson writes all the fucking time. Like, cut me some slack here. At least I know he wrote one of them.
Absolutely none of us would fucking pass the citizen's test.
Yeah, probably not.
No, we wouldn't.
It's
We
stuff
definitely
you all
wouldn't.
learn in high school, though. Like, you should know it.
Yeah, but like, who remembers that?
Good point. It's not like we use it on a day-to-day basis.
No, we
Whenever I do
don't.
a video where I have to look up history or shit, I'm just like, oh yeah, I remember that from high school. Cause
Yeah, like
when do you use it?
When I upload, I'll get fucking quizzed in like U.S. history. You know, it's like it's not to upload this video. You must get this test correct. It's fucking history.
That would be
test.
fucking hilarious.
That'd be awful. That'd be so shit. You want to get ads again? Have to fucking take another test? Oh my god.
I mean, that's a better system than just like hope to God that it gets appealed.
yeah, fucking. I guess so.
You have to solve my riddle, and if you solve my riddle, you may pass and make money.
Yeah, and then some of like the most like ridiculous videos will get fucking demonetized for no reason, and you're like, what? Why?
Yeah, I've had videos where it's like okay, so I did a video on this guy who was talking about the New World Order being ran by half human, half demon hybrids, right? And I was proving him wrong. And then YouTube flagged that as me being a fucking nutcase who agreed with him. And I was like, this isn't me agreeing with him. And they were just like, nah, fam. You're spreading fake
Yes, it
news."
is.
They
Yes,
said
it
my
is.
video is
Come on.
fake news. Whenever they add like a Wikipedia article under the video, that's to combat fake news. So, yeah, that's great. Because clearly my video is about telling kids that the Illuminati is real.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it isn't. Believe it or not. Or even if it is real, they don't do anything. What do? Taco
They
Bell
control
commercials?
the government. Do they do
What-
Taco Bell commercials?
Yeah, they did the Taco Illuminati or the Bell Illuminati. Yeah. These
Do
bunch
they
of
also do
Taco Bell
cranberry Sprite commercials?
Probably.
Yeah, those are pretty cursed. Anyways, cranberry Sprite. It's fucking weird.
Have either of you tried it?
No.
No?
I didn't even find out what it was until like last night, and I thought it was like an inside joke with the people I was in call with.
I think it's really weird that they're marketing it towards like being like the Christmas drink, like to replace like ciders or something. It's like, hey guys, cranberry
Coca-Cola.
Sprite,
It's
everybody.
the new Coca-Cola or something.
I don't get
Isn't
it.
Sprite owned by
Like,
Coca-Cola?
Who
Yes.
the fuck drinks like soda at like their family gatherings for Christmas?
Why is cranberry a Christmas flavor?
I don't
Why?
know.
Why?
Marketing?
Why not peppermint Sprite?
Ew.
That sounds bad. That just doesn't
disgusting.
sound... The thing is, it has to sound like at least vaguely appealing. Keyword
Yeah,
vaguely.
but like cranberry. What is holiday themed about cranberry?
It's red, I
It's
guess?
red. It's red.
Why?
What,
why
like,
not like?
There's
Sprite
not a whole lot of
eggnog
fruits.
or-
There's not a whole lot of fruits that like fucking are vague to Christmas. It's just colors. So you gotta kind of run
like-
with that.
mistletoe.
Fuck, but the mistletoe doesn't have a flavor. That's not a fruit.
I want my mistletoe Sprite. God damn it!
Eggnog
Don't quote
Sprite
me on
sounds
this,
fucking
but, like,
disgusting.
That sounds
Fruitcake
awful.
Sprite.
Ew, no. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Gingerbread Sprite.
This
Shut
is
the
why you're
fuck
not.
up.
This is
Gingerbread-
why you haven't been hired in the fucking Sprite marketing team.
I
alright?
feel like
This is why.
gingerbread
Hold
would
on.
just end up tasting like fucking vanilla Coke or some shit.
I would eat that.
You would eat a drink, okay?
That's
I'd eat
not
the
what I
can.
meant.
You just said I
Okay,
would
no.
eat that.
Guys, come on. You see all those weird chip flavors
Okay, no,
that Pringles
you said
releases?
gingerbread.
I
Sprite.
do not touch those weird chip flavors
Yeah, but how do you know that they taste bad if you've never tried them?
because they sound
don't-
fucking awful.
I don't care to find out.
Who
I'm
is
not
the
gonna
type of
re-
person that cares to find out, though? That's a,
Who the
that's a better
fuck buys
question.
garlic bread chips? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people who do that? Like that.
Remember when that was a meme? Good times.
garlic bread? It's still a
Yeah.
meme. There's still a whole subreddit dedicated to garlic bread.
Touche.
But fucking, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my peppermint Sprite. That sounds fucking awful.
Okay, I get that it sounds awful, but like soda companies have done weirder. Like this is before our time, but you know, Crystal Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi
yeah,
actually made
where'd
a
that go?
The thing is, Crystal Pepsi like made a resurgence, and it's literally just normal tasting Pepsi, but it's clear.
Why?
I don't know. It was the 90s, and then it came back because it was like a cult following kind of.
Have you seen the video where the lady drinks Crystal Pepsi and then just fucking vomits?
I saw that.
No.
I saw a dude doing that. I didn't see a lady doing it.
Wait, a
Might have
dude
been
and
a
a woman
dude.
did it? Damn, they must be
Two
really
different
shit
videos.
Pepsi.
Two different videos.
I don't know. I'm pretty
But
sure it was a dude. I don't know.
It was so fucking old. The dude just like he's like, this is good, and it just fucking blows chunks everywhere.
Yeah. But I mean, like soda companies have done weirder. I just don't.
Yeah, like
what does,
bacon.
Hold on. What does LeBron James, Sprite, and cranberries have to do with the Christmas
I have
spirit?
no idea.
It's red. That's all it needs. It's red. It's the thing is, there's just not a lot of other options. Like, there's no other. What other fruits can they like fucking name? that
Okay,
are,
you
like-
guys want to hear some fucking like disgusting soda flavors?
Sure,
Sure.
why not? Let's go for it.
Bacon flavored soda, candy corn flavored soda,
I'd try candy corn. That doesn't sound.
I might
bad.
try candy corn.
turkey and gravy soda.
Not.
That's all. That's out of the equation.
That's that. Wait, what company is this for?
This is I found a website that just lists all these weird fucking. Okay, the turkey
Of
and
course
gravy,
it's a
gravy
website.
one doesn't even exist anymore, and it was in 2006, so it didn't last long.
Gee, I
Bubblegum
wonder
soda,
I'd drink that.
Wait,
I'd
what
try
soda?
that.
bubblegum.
Bubblegum? Maybe.
Well, it's a discounted flavor because no one fucking buys it, and it's probably
It's
gone now.
discontinued, not discounted. You illiterate swine.
Oh no, it says discontinued. You're right. Shit. Oh my god, there was a thing called Coke 2. What the fuck? That's
Oh
discontinued.
yeah, wasn't there like a
A sequel
wait?
to Coke.
They made like a
seriously.
they made like a formula to combat what they thought was like good or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's when they were in like heated competition with Pepsi.
Yeah, and like
Pepsi made a thing called Pepsi Wild's Bunch.
Wild Sponge?
No,
Wild's-
bunch.
Wild
bunch.
punch.
Wild Bunch?
Bunch.
What does that mean? What's that
I don't
supposed to
know.
taste like?
That makes infinitely less sense than sponge or punch.
Sponge doesn't make any
So
sense. But Punch
Pepsi also
makes sense.
apparently made a yogurt flavored Pepsi.
Yeah, that's not happening, bud.
No, they are. Apparently, they made it and then like it didn't sell.
Really?
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah,
It's just like even if it's good, it's not very marketable. Like,
it's called Pepsi White.
Pepsi White.
Yeah. Black garlic soda,
Black
Bru-
garlic.
Brussels sprout soda,
no.
Who? What?
Easter Peeps flavored soda. So like
What?
those like
So
peep.
it's flavored like Peeps.
Yeah.
Like the marshmallow.
Oh, these-
okay.
yeah.
I'll
This
eat
is
that.
unrelated,
That
and
sounds
like
good.
I just want to mention. Do you guys remember Swedish Fish Oreos?
No.
Excuse me? Oh wait,
That-
no. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
That was fucking weird, dude. That was like,
God.
what even fucking was that?
Those are fat boy snacks right there.
Apparently,
You wanna
they
hear
weren't
it?
even good.
You want to hear a skinny boy snack in Japan?
What?
Sure.
Red bean Pepsi.
Oh, that actually probably isn't that bad.
What is?
Because
Wait,
red bean paste is pretty sweet.
Ice
And it's
cucumber
not bad.
Pepsi.
Ice cucumber I can see as well.
ice cucumber. Just drink fucking cucumber juice, loser.
All right, that was the end of the list.
I get why those would be like good flavors in Japan though, especially the red bean paste. That's. Not
I guess I can see in the context of Japan that makes more sense.
probably wouldn't sell over here.
Hey, Wild Spartans, if you believe the system misclassified your video, you can appeal. It should get reviewed soon
Yeah.
then. It's hard to give an exact time frame, but the review team will get to it as soon as they can.
Yeah.
Fucking ass. I was just complaining that it got demonetized 3 hours after I fucking published it, and I had a test upload with the exact same metadata and exact same fucking captions up for like 8 that was totally fine, and this one got fucked. So stupid.
Didn't you have a
Anyways.
tweet that you sent to Team YouTube and they didn't like respond?
Never
for months?
responded. They still haven't fucking responded. Like they
Really?
they
That one's months old.
Yo, I was like, I feel like this video, like I know it's been like, wait, what the fuck? Now it's, what the fuck? Hold up. Okay,
Oh,
that
no.
was weird. It was telling me, so just for a second, it was telling me the fucking video that was like, it was telling me it was like requested for review. Anyways, this one video got like confirm a manual review demonetized, and I was like, that's not right. This video is like totally mundane. And then like I was like, hey, can you guys review this again, even though it was already reviewed? And they're like, we'll have somebody get to that. And I was like, okay, thanks. A week later, hey, what's up? And they're like, ah. And 2 weeks later, hey, what's up? No response.
Do you guys remember like early? Do you guys remember like really early this year when I was like struggling to get monetization? Like I fucking like made a public tweet at YouTube like, listen, it's been like half a year since my fucking application got sent in. Please approve me for monetization. And
Yes,
fucking
I
like,
remember.
I think it got over like 1 or 2K likes. It got like a fuck ton of attention. Like, and YouTube never responded. Pricks. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm monetized now, but
No, fucking YouTube. Oh my god. When it comes to, like, their department for that is so fucking shit. Like, just, like, stop demonetizing the videos after they go up. Like, please.
like if
Like,
they're
it doesn't
They
have
public,
can
to-
if they're
demonetize them
public,
before they go public.
if
Yeah,
they're
like-
public and they're green, like I don't know what to say.
Like, if they go public and they're green, keep them fucking green, asshole. Like, Jesus. It's like if I wanted to fucking not make money off of my video that I posted, I'd just fucking not monetize them to begin with. Fucking dumb. God. Anyways, baking soda probably really sucks.
Baking soda in your soda?
No, bacon soda.
Bacon
Soda. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
I,
is
I just
This is unrelated,
Can't hear
but like
today.
Henry found this fucking Twitter account forever ago, and I think it mirrors an Instagram account. But it's I eat photos of Dwayne, and it's an account dedicated to eating a picture of The Rock every single day until he eats a picture of the dude who eats a picture of The Rock every day.
That
And,
can't
like,
be healthy.
I don't know, maybe
Eating all
it's-
that ink? That can't
just
be
paper.
healthy.
I mean,
Yeah, the ink is not. Yeah.
but it's like
You're right.
I remember like it was like a month or and a half or something. It was a while ago since I last saw him on my timeline, and like he probably kept posting on Instagram. But like today, he just posted 30 videos of him eating pictures of The Rock. Like I'm
Damn,
like in the
he's
space of
dedicated.
2 hours because like he was just catching up on Twitter. I was like, fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That can't be fucking healthy though. Like that can't be healthy to eat all
Well,
that
then
ink.
obviously the future president of the United States, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, must eat a picture of him.
If you guys want to follow this account, it's at Eating Dwayne. It's I eat photos with Dwayne. It's a great account. Personally, I love it. but like
Are you sure it's not your account?
it's definitely not mine. Like fucking Christ, I ain't got no mouth, fool.
Speaking of Twitter accounts, so I've been doing research for a Filthy Frank video about like his career, right? And do you guys know who Dade is?
No.
D-A-D-E. Yeah, he's
I
a
think I've heard of it.
bald guy.
Um,
Bald, covered in chocolate sauce. This
oh
sounds
yeah,
weird.
yeah, Dade, Dade,
Yeah.
Dade,
Dade.
It's Dade.
Excuse me. Fuck, everybody's gonna yell at me. I just did the recording and sent it to my editor. Oh man, that's gonna bite me in the ass. Whatever. Anyway, well, how did
Wait,
you
is this for
pronounce it?
school or something?
No, I'm doing a video on this.
Oh, you
What's
just
his
said
name?
you had like an editor for
Dade.
it, so I was confused.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said you
I had to bring on an editor for this one, but
Oh.
so Dade has been posting on Twitter pictures of him covered in caramel sauce, and I'm like, that's really strange.
That's hot.
So I look into it, right, and Dade is making a spiritual successor to the Filthy Frank show, based in the lore set forth by Frank previously.
Can you link me his Twitter?
It's at Bald Internet Man.
That's a great ad. I love it.
So he's been posting little like bits and pieces of like this thing he's working on, and it's really interesting because apparently him and a couple of the other former members of Frank's like group are like carrying it on.
That's sick.
But there's like a video where he's like screaming coming out of a hole covered in caramel sauce.
Yeah,
you see,
I'm
I'm afraid
seeing
like
some of these images.
I'm cautiously excited, I guess, because like I feel like a spiritual successor could work since it has some of the old people, but I feel like it was Joji's fucking direction that made it what it was, considering he was the majority of everybody on the show.
Yeah, it definitely, it's kind of weird how he's doing this now. He's also a musician as well, but I find it very interesting that he's carrying it on as if he had like, I don't know, I guess he really either liked the character or wants clout. Either way, I'm kind of interested to see what he does with it. But if he doesn't like take care to like manage that awful lore, I don't know what the hell he's gonna do.
If I were him, I would have started from like ground up with like a similar concept. I wouldn't have tried to work off of something pre-existing.
Well,
Like,
apparently,
I would have kept. If I were him, I would have kept it purely spiritual.
Apparently, the theming is that this isn't Dade. This is like a relative of him from another dimension, and it's basically him trying to hide from the forces of Chin Chin. Or that's what it seems like. So Dade's trying to adjust to society so they don't find him being a caramel-loving freak. So it's the way it looks like it's gonna have a little bit more sophisticated humor, but still try and like tap into the Filthy Frank gross out shit. It's very strange. I have no idea what he's gonna do with it. He has to be very careful, but like I do wish him the best of luck. I'm kind of interested to see what happens.
Best of luck. I hope it works out. I'm just nervous that it won't.
I'm interested too, but I'm also nervous. So,
I mean, the Filthy Frank kind of like fan base, I know it was really toxic back in the day. So like, that's a whole can of worms. I feel like
the same people watched him though when like back in the day as they do now, or at least when he did upload. And I feel like they kind of grew up and they started understanding things more. So I feel like this would have like, I feel like this would have a chance.
I think it would too. It's pretty
back in the day.
underground
This
right
had
now.
no chance. This had no chance. Fucking Joji came out and he's like, "Hey guys, I need to stop doing this so much for my mental health," and everyone's like, "Ree!" Like, he didn't get a fucking break with that.
Nowadays, Slow Dancing in the Dark just crossed fucking 63 million streams on fucking Spotify.
Holy shit, dude!
Like,
That's
Slow Dancing in the Dark's legitimate fucking hit. Love it.
I have a lot of respect for Joji, man. I really do.
Like, the fucking glow up, dude. Like, it was great.
He is definitely what I'd consider like a creator, like an actual YouTube.
It's like,
creator.
call me a basic bitch, but I love his fucking music. Like,
no, I like his music too. It's decent.
I like when I went to see him in concert, I was looking around and I'm like, man, there has to be people here who have no idea he was Filthy Frank.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, Diesel, one of my favorite fucking pastimes nowadays is going to Twitter and typing Joji and Filthy Frank in the fucking search bar, and if you go to latest, there's so many fucking tweets like it.
Are people shocked?
There are so many people who don't fucking realize, like, look at this fucking Twitter search result. It is ridiculous.
I was actually about to look it up. Thank you.
Like, look at this.
Just found out Joji was Filthy Frank. What? Oh my god, just realized Joji's Filthy Frank. Didn't realize until I Joji's Filthy Frank. 2 years since I checked. Blah, blah, blah.
I remember when I was simultaneously watching Filthy Frank and listening to Joji, and it took me a solid month to figure out they were the same person.
Are you fucking kidding me, guys? Come on.
Diesel, fucking Joji is massive now. He is eclipsed.
I know.
He's eclipsed and well expanded beyond the audience size of Filthy Frank. Like, there's probably more people who listen to him who don't know that he was Filthy Frank than there are.
I think, like, knowing that he's Filthy Frank, though, makes the story a whole lot more interesting. And
it does.
It makes it more
really does.
interesting, but it's like it's not as obvious to most people as it is to us. Because, like, we didn't find Joji through his music. We found him through Filthy Frank, and we're early supporters of his music because of that.
The same person that's Joji made like Nickelodeon Girls and Flex like David Icke. Like
that dude deadass made the fucking Harlem Shake. That's how it be.
Yeah, you see that in the comments of all the music videos all the time. And I mean, you look at how his stuff has changed, and I like it's still because his humor was absurdist, right?
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
what it was. And you still see a lot of those qualities in his music videos now because he clearly has control over the direction of those music videos. And now it's not absurd with comedy, but it's like it's spacey and dreamlike, and it's deliberate that way. And yeah. I think it's really interesting how he's
like,
grown.
You see so many people like in the comments, like they'll take like a 1 second clip from any music, from giving any music video, name any music video from him, and it's like, oh, I see Filthy Frank trying to get out, and I'm like, okay, I guess. But it's like the only one I can really see it in is the fucking Can't Get Over You one, where he literally just slaps a kid's ice cream out of his hands. I love that.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Like his videos, like they're not as like fucking like gross out humor, but like they're extreme in their own way, I guess. Like they've got a lot of like significant imagery, I guess, or at least
there's layers.
Symbolic. Yeah, he tries to create layers to like his videos and whatnot.
Yeah, and I mean he's also expressed the want to still do kind of like silly stuff, but like he's like, I want to make a good song, but like out of fart noises, but you won't be able to tell it's fart noises.
There is like
he has nothing but gross out humor. Like even when he was 14, him and his friends were like uploading some like weird gross out humor videos.
He went on like this fucking streak of like just posting shit post images again on fucking Twitter. Like he posted this image. He posted a picture of the beans in the Coke bottle. He posted a fucking picture of a Jar Jar Binks shoe, like the Balenciaga Jar Jar Binks thing.
Oh my god!
Like he just had like a relapse or something. Like like these were all in reply.
To like, relapse. He went back to the.
These were all in reply to like 88 Rising tweets though. Like here's an image of a dude like on an Indian subway just puking. Like Joji deadass put that on his Twitter and reply to 88 Rising. Like every single fucking tweet. Like right after his album came out, he was tweeting that shit. Or not after his album came out, like a couple weeks ago.
He is very interesting because when I saw him live, I understand his music's very low key, but compared to Rich Brian, who came out right before him, like Joji stood there in the middle of the stage and sang, while Rich Brian gets up, sings, dances, has all this extra shit, and like. Just you can tell Joji's more of an artist than he is a performer, and I don't know. That's what I see when I see him like shit post like this. Because I don't know. He's not about that. Are you telling? Kind of mentality
so you're saying Diesel? He's expressing his artistic values through shit posting on Twitter.
Through train puke.
He obviously has
Beans
feelings. He has feelings about mainstream music because he expressed that in Pink Guy. Because Pink Guy satirizes a lot of trap music.
Yeah.
I think I forgot like what the quote was. I think it might have been from Joji, but he was like, Pink Guy parody satirizes trap music, and Joji's inspired by it. Like
yes, that was the quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
So he has feelings that almost seem conflicting in a way. But
yes,
not exactly. I
mean,
like it's not like they can't run parallel to each other in the same person. It's just like. If you break it down, I guess, because I remember like at one point he was also like in his songs he would talk about where's the line between serious and joke music, like it's all music, dumbass. I wonder if his like opinions on that have changed at all, or like any.
I don't know. He like, while Filthy Frank was a character, he seemed to have very consistent opinions on, like, the world at large.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't help but have your character influence how you feel about things.
Yeah, I just wonder if, like, the things he expressed back in the Pink Guy album, Pink Season days, like, if the things he said on some of those albums, like, still carry over today, or, like, to what degree.
Well, obviously, he doesn't want to put peanut butter on his balls, but...
Yeah,
like,
it's just, like, now that he has more experience in that world, like, which I guess he used to criticize a bunch, or, like, at least parody, I wonder if he has any different emotions about it. Maybe his opinions were only strengthened by it.
That's true. It would be great to sit him down and have, like, a really, really long talk, because...
So I just wanted to ask, what exactly was your technique for putting peanut butter on your balls? Been trying to replicate for years, and I couldn't figure it out.
I tried a knife, but then I cut my ball.
If you guys go and look at the Filthy Frank channel, all the comments now are just people talking about how much they miss him and how much they love this content. It's so sweet, honestly. They're like, oh, rest in peace, Filthy Frank. It's like, we love you, we miss you, come back, blah, blah, blah.
It's sweet, but at the same time, I feel like it's almost kind of disrespectful in a way.
I get that.
How's it
Like-
disrespectful? Enlighten me.
Because, I mean, it's the creator has shown that he's not very fond of that work anymore. Like, and they're saying, this is all we care about you for. Like,
Yeah, he wants to move on to different things, and they want him to keep doing the same thing, and that was
Like-
one of the conflicts of interest he had.
like, I think it's fine if you're not into his new shit, but to say that he should stop these new endeavors to, like...
Oh yeah, saying he should stop it is like that is disrespectful. But like being like, oh yeah, we miss you, we really loved your content.
I think saying we miss you, but I think saying we miss you and, like, rip Filthy Frank, I don't think that's disrespectful.
No,
I think you could argue that all the shit where it's like come back, just you shouldn't have quit or whatever, like that stuff. I think that's what I like I find a little distasteful. But even then, I think it's a case by case thing. Like, it's really funny because Filthy Frank still gets like 1,000+ subs a day.
Damn.
I mean, I don't think Joji's totally done with comedy. I just think he's done with the Filthy Frank character.
Yeah, he said he's he's moved on from like that really fucking like absurdist shit. Like, he's grown out of it.
So I went to go find some comments like that, and I click rice balls, and this is the first comment I fucking see.
Ugly.
Hey. Wow, that's great. That's yeah. Someone just doesn't express like the art of rice balls.
Yeah, I was looking for
Simpletons.
comments like that. I just saw that.
Jesus. I guess that comes with the field, right? YouTube comments, am I right, boys?
Yeah. Holy shit.
I'm excited to see what Joji does next, because I know he's not going to just do music. I'd like to see him try some other things.
Yeah, I'd be down to see what else he does with comedy. And, like, I wouldn't be opposed to him doing a Filthy Frank thing, but, like, it's apparently very bad for his health to keep doing that. So
It's super bad for him. I'd like to see him try stand-up.
yeah, dude, like,
You
he
know,
said he
so-
got fucking, like, seizures and, like, throat, he had throat problems over it. Like, he was, like, literally, like, doctor's orders, like, you can't keep doing this kind of meme.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally working against his health to keep doing it, I guess, so.
Yeah, and him producing Filthy Frank content led to him, like, falling into depression, you know? Like, he felt creatively stagnant, so he, like, couldn't move on because they just wanted the same shit, so he just had to cut the umbilical cord, per se.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know, I'm excited to see where he goes next. It'll be fun stuff.
Me
Same.
too.
How the fuck did we get here?
We talked about Cranberry Sprite, and then we somehow landed
Oh, yeah,
on
Dwayne's...
Thing.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh yeah, then we got to the bald guy, and then now we're here.
We need to talk
Yeah.
about this Fallout shit, because Fallout just keeps... It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Sure. So Fallout 76 is a fucking mess. The game's a mess. But fucking canvas bag. There you go.
Thank you.
You're
Wow.
welcome.
Well, this is your
Canvas
topic,
bag.
Brandon. You're supposed
Fine.
to explain it.
Okay, so basically Fallout 76 has been having a really rocky launch, to say the least. Yeah, very rocky. The game is very buggy. People want refunds. They're denying refunds. And there's like this potential of a class action lawsuit against Bethesda for refunds because, well, it's like the game's not as promised. It was false advertisement, so people are really angry. They should just give refunds. But also to add insult to injury, Fallout 76 had like a collector's edition with like a Fallout helmet and like a canvas bag and like a map of the game and like the game copy. And like some people purchased this. It actually sold out like within an hour of it going live. So like a lot of people bought it. And then basically they advertised a canvas bag in the advertisement for the collector's edition, and they still have it in the advertisement. They still have the fucking canvas bag. They still have it labeled as canvas bag. But Fallout 76 and Bethesda, like, they just haven't given a canvas bag. It's a nylon bag, which is like a significantly cheaper material, and no one wants a nylon bag over a fucking canvas bag. So like, people are really upset, and they contacted Bethesda support. They're like, hey, this must be a mistake. I got a nylon bag, not a canvas bag. And they're all like, oh no, that wasn't a mistake. The canvas bag was too much to make, so here's your nylon bag. And they didn't change like advertisements or anything or make any announcement at all. They're just like, okay, let's just give them a nylon bag and see what happens. Terrible idea, right? So that's really bad. You'd assume that after this blew up, Bethesda would be like, hey guys, let's give them refunds. That's not what happened. Bethesda decided we're going to give them 500 atoms, right? Which in Fallout 76, 500 atoms is the equivalent of $5, which gets you a plant pot and like a chair. Like that's what that gets you in that game, or something along those lines. So it's like, it's really bad. And yeah, the Bethesda's handling this fucking so poorly. I have no idea why they're handling this so bad. It's not that hard of a PR decision to be like, hey guys, we have billions of dollars. Let's just give them fucking refunds. Like, what? Really? We really should. You know, this is bad for us.
You guys remember when Logic and Rick and Morty and Ninja did a fucking stream to promote Fallout 76? That was great.
No? Oh, damn.
Well, I got even more Fallout lovely news, right? So, obviously, yeah, when people requested to get refunds, they were like, no.
Yeah.
But then, they also gave out that collector's edition to influencers.
Oh, yeah, and they gave them
a bag
canvas
came
bags.
with that?
They gave them for free.
Canvas bags.
The free, too, yeah. So it's like, on top of that, they're getting like influencers all these fucking canvas bags, and it's like, hey guys, I got the collector's edition. Look at this canvas bag, and they go buy the fucking collector's edition. They're like, what the fuck? This bag's nylon. So it's like, it's such a fucking mess. I have no idea.
And for those of you at home that have no idea what canvas is and what nylon is, a canvas bag is basically, it's kind of like, you know, the material that khaki pants are made out of. It's kind of similar to that, or like cargo shorts.
The point is, like, nylon is incredibly
nylon
is
a plastic. Yeah,
nylon is incredibly cheaper than fucking a canvas bag. Like it's cheaper material. It's not as well made.
It feels cheaper. It feels so much cheaper too.
It's more destructible. Like fucking
It's flammable. Like, I mean, they're both flammable, but nylon's way more flammable.
It's not nearly as good of a material. It's way cheaper to make.
And
so like
durable,
they skimped out. It's like, and they should have done more research.
Don't they usually make nylon out of tarps? Don't they usually make tarps out of nylon?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
imagine
a bag.
Material.
Imagine a bag made out of tarp.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened. I don't know who the fuck at Bethesda thought this was a good idea. Like, I don't know.
Todd Howard.
If Todd Howard is managing the fucking PR for this shit,
he's definitely
not. Beyond stupid.
He's the fall guy now. You guys know that, right?
Yeah. But like, whoever's managing PR at Bethesda is a fucking moron. This is such, like, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. Like, why would you be like, hey guys, we know we did you wrong, so here's $5 in-game currency for this thing that you paid $200 for. Thank you for your cooperation. That canvas bag would have only cost $5.
Okay, this game, right, it needed at least 5 more months in the oven, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Todd and the team knew that, right? I'm pretty sure everyone knew the game wasn't finished before it was coming out, right? But ZeniMax, who was the publisher, is like, we got to make that Q4 sales window, which is now the holiday season, around like September to November. That's when all the big games get released. That way you can sell them on Christmas shelves. And basically, they were probably forced to put it out early, right? Which is bad, first of all, because then, you know, game's not done. But also, the aggressive marketing that ZeniMax did probably, like, they probably had no hand in it. Bethesda probably had no hand in it at all, because that's like their parent company, and then Bethesda is a subsidiary of theirs, along with like Arcane Studios and a whole bunch of other people. So they probably had no control over it. Or third thing, they could have like sent it out towards a third party like marketing agency, and they could have been like, we need to cut costs because they only gave us this much money. They're like, okay, hey, where do we cut costs? The bag. And then that's how the bag ended up being cheaper, because the marketers had to do it within a certain like amount of money.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel really bad for like the dev team who worked on this though, because like, have you seen the No Clip documentary on it? I think I've brought this up before.
I haven't. No.
Diesel, have you?
I haven't watched it yet.
Well, it's a really good documentary. It's like you can tell the people who are working on the game have put like a lot of heart into it and like a lot of soul, and like because they even went to like West Virginia to like go look at everything and fucking like figure out how they wanted the map, things like that. Like they did a lot of work into it, and it's like they sounded really passionate when they're talking about it. And like it comes out and everyone's just like, this game's fucking shit, blah blah blah. It's like it's just broken. Like it should have waited longer. Like they should have waited till next year to release it. Like they
if
should
they
have
wanted
had
to
a
make
whole
a quarter
fucking
four
year.
sales window, they should have gone for a 2019 release, and that way they would have had an extra year to work on it, which is well over that 5-month window that Diesel gave.
Yeah,
So
I don't
fucking,
know.
like, who
I
knows
don't
how much
know-
more that could have been polished?
I don't know when publishers are going to realize that like they can't keep releasing broken games. All they do is make people resent the company.
It's like Bethesda had like such a good fucking track record even after Fallout 4 had some issues.
Okay, they didn't have a good track record. Their games have always been buggy as shit.
They've
No one
always
just-
been buggy,
just
but
no
they've
one
always-
cared.
They've always been buggy because they've always been fucking like even if they're buggy, they were still always like fun and functional to a degree at launch. Like Elder Scrolls Online is like the one fucking like exception I can think of that was like pretty not widely reviled, but like was less popular.
Elder Scrolls Online was done by ZeniMax Studios. It was done by a completely different group of people from Bethesda. Yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense then. But like Bethesda's like no longer got a fucking golden cookie card anymore. Like it's fucking gone.
No, they lost it. But like, I really don't get the whole mentality of publishers being like, we have to push the game out as much as possible. Blah blah blah.
That's probably on stockholders to be like, oh shit, we need to we want like returns on investment.
Yeah, but it's just like, look at Rockstar. They release a game of fucking like every like 6 years or something, and like every game they fucking put out does amazing.
But then look at all the time that their employees had to put in. I think a lot of it has to do with workflow and their like management sides.
Yeah,
because I know there's lots of really shitty game producers, right? And they don't know how to budget their time with their employees appropriately, so people work like 100 hours like coming up to launch.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like you look at like some like at like Rockstar, like Brandon said, like fucking GTA 5 is the most profitable fucking piece of media ever. Period. It's made more money than any book, movie, video game, and music, anything.
Those fucking shark cards, dude.
Yeah, pretty much. Microtransactions.
Yeah, and the game's so good they basically get a fucking pass on the awful microtransaction system, because that microtransaction system is so shit. It's such a shit fucking system. Like God, it's so bad. Also, the Red Dead 2 economy is also really shit. I don't remember if we talked about this at all yet, but like it's bad. Like so a good gun, like let's say a semi-automatic shotgun, costs like $960, right? And that doesn't sound like a lot of money, but in Red Dead, in the story, I'm like towards the end of the game, and I've been like buying items and things like that. In the story, I only have like 3 or 4K.
Well, that's a lot for the time, you know.
Yeah,
that's,
exactly.
That's accurate.
But that's also in the story where you make more money. Bam Boy posted on Twitter that he like played the game for like hours, and he only made like $800 on online. Like
someone said it takes 8 hours of game time to make like 2 gold bars or whatever.
Yeah, that's like their premium currency that they're definitely gonna have microtransactions for.
Ugh.
So,
Epic.
yeah, I really wish they'd not do that, or at least make the economy a little bit better, because like the economy's really bad in the game. Like I really wish it was way less pay to win, but it's not. So that's always fun.
You shouldn't be able to buy weapons with currency that you paid for.
Like with real
You
money.
shouldn't be able to pay
No,
your way
you
up
shouldn't.
through progression.
You also, in my opinion, you also like you should also be able to play the game a reasonable amount of time and get decent things. You know, like you shouldn't have to pay extra money, like real currency, to get like, oh, let's say a gun you want. Like, that's stupid.
I think it should be like a viable shortcut, but it should also be viable to just play the game and get it.
Yeah, like, I get it. Like, they need to, like, have some kind of monetization platforming, because, like, this game's obviously going to be running for, like, 5 or 6 years, just like GTA 5. So it's like they need to have something there to keep people in and, like, paying for the game so, like, they make money, and I get it. But it's like, dumb it down a little bit. Jesus Christ. It makes me not even want to touch the online. Like, I don't even want to play it. And it's like, all it does is encourage modders to fucking come in and mod the shit of the game and
just
spawn
fucking
money.
break the entire thing like they did in GTA 5.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, in GTA, like, the big reason there was modders was because the economy was so fucking shit. Every single tutorial on YouTube is like, how to get money, money hack. It's all about the money in the game because they make it so
all the money
hard.
hacks cause the economy to get more inflated.
Yeah, and then it makes it even harder for people who are paying or just playing, and then modders get it free. It's like, just make it less, like, just make it easier. That's it, Rockstar. Like, I don't understand why that's such a hard thing to do. It's like, get it, you want money, but it's gonna fuck them over in the long run. Guarantee it. They're gonna have so many modders in that game, especially when it's on PC. That is my opinion.
Get it all out.
Yep,
That's my TED Talk. Thanks.
Yeah, that is my TED Talk on why Rockstar's
Thank you for
Online
coming.
is shit a lot of the times, but it's also fun. It's complicated. Anyway, speaking of shit, but also fun.
That's debatable.
Tesla. Some guy was driving a Tesla and he was asleep, and he drove 7 miles, and a cop had to pull him over for that long. So basically, a cop was like driving behind this dude with his sirens on for 7 miles until he finally woke up and got pulled over because he was drunk and he was asleep in his car.
Well, I mean, Elon Musk did save his life anyway, so whatever.
Fucking
now Elon's gonna add like an automatic like pullover feature for fucking police. Like, I'm calling it now.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of needed that, I guess.
Yeah. Imagine your car. That's actually insane though. Like, imagine your fucking car is all like, well, okay, I don't know if he's gonna add that. That was like speculation, by the way. He didn't say anything about that. But like, imagine if your car just like a siren turn on, it just like fucking pulls you over the road. You have no fucking choice.
Like your car, but like your car self-driving feature is so good, it just drives itself for 7 fucking miles straight.
Yeah, I mean, the self-driving in Teslas is really fucking good. Like, in the next couple of years, it's gonna be like nearly perfect. Like, you'd probably be able to do anything with self-driving in a couple of years. So, I'm looking forward to that. Fucking don't even have to drive if you buy a car. Shit. No more paying for a chauffeur. Just buy a fucking electric car. And you're
Brandon's all like, it's self-Uber time.
Yeah, it's self-Uber time. One small payment of $40,000 and you can get your own self-Uber.
Your own personal Uber.
I mean, I'm down. Honestly.
I mean, I'm down too. I mean, he talked about, like, I've talked about this before in the cast, like, a long time ago, but, like, he talked about how he wanted to make the Tesla, like, the car, something that you could, like, literally call anywhere. So, like, let's say you're at the bar with your friends, you don't have your car. Call your car. Like, he wants it to be like that.
The future is now.
Yeah. I can't wait to be able to fucking call my car to me. Like, just be like, it'd be like the mechanic in GTA.
It's fucking Batmobile, bro. It's the Batmobile.
I'm so shit at parking. I just want a car to park for me. That's it.
I'm pretty sure, can the Tesla park for you?
I think it can, actually.
I think it can too. I'm not exactly
I
sure,
feel like
though.
that would be like a pretty basic feature to have at this point.
I think it can. I'm not exactly sure.
I don't want to accidentally ding like some grandma at the grocery store. So.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this shit. Quite. Let's go.
Okay,
yeah.
so this is
I know nothing about this.
So Deji and KSI are having like a public kind of private family feud. So I'm sure you guys noticed, like, at least in some passing fashion, the fucking diss tracks that have been going around. So
No.
Okay, so not even in some passing fashion.
I haven't noticed it at all.
Okay, so Randolph, who is essentially one of KSI's really good friends, but also his cameraman, he did like a meme on one of the Sidemen channel videos where he said that Deji had a dead channel as a joke, and Deji got really fucking in his feelings about it. So he made a whole video about why Randolph was a fucking KSI's bitch or whatever. So he makes a diss track on Deji. Then Deji, in his response track, he claims that KSI paid for fucking Randolph's wedding, and he shows KSI's bank statements that prove that, which means that fucking KSI's parents let Deji into his fucking bank statements to show that, and KSI wasn't happy about it. And Fast forward to Randolph's response to that diss track. He says that Deji got a girl pregnant and then aborted it. And then Deji says he didn't do that. The only person in his family who's done that is KSI. And now KSI is really fucking pissed because Deji's leaked like public information and shit. Like personal information. Really
How
publicly.
the fuck do your parents have access to your bank account to get statements?
I'm guessing that they manage his funds in some way.
That's kind of weird because
That
they're
is
like
weird.
grown adults.
Yeah, that is weird. Because, like, my parents can't get my fucking statements. Like, I'm 18. They can't grab my shit. They need, like,
I
all
mean,
my
but like
information.
I know some YouTubers who like they employ their parents after they're done because they after they
yeah,
make it big, they
you're
employ
right.
their parents because like they just want to like be able to take care of them, kind of meme. Like I'm pretty sure KSI paid off his parents' mortgage like when like
yeah, but, like, how real is this?
it
Yeah, this seems like bullshit.
like I thought so at first. I genuinely thought so at first, but it's like it's pretty deep shit. Like if one of them makes a diss track on the other, then that's definitely fake. But so far, nothing like that.
Yeah, but someone's been going
like,
back
they're
and
not-
forth with this.
like,
Yeah, well,
literally,
I think
like,
this is all
they're-
cloud chasing drama. This is
Like,
nothing.
listen. If you go to their Twitters, they're physically not talking about it. It's literally just vague subtweets, and they haven't tweeted since.
Do they really need to talk about it? Because we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's like, fuck.
After the Logan Paul KSI fight, I just cannot give a shit about any of this anymore.
I don't either. I don't think this
can't
is
care.
real.
I don't think it's real. I don't trust them. I don't care.
I mean,
If
he's
they
done
aborted
this
a
shit
baby or not,
before.
who
He did, like, the
cares?
Sidemen thing, or he's like, I'm leaving the Sidemen. Like, everyone thought that was real. Like,
I mean,
I don't
you guys know how I feel about the KSI Logan Paul fight already, so.
Everybody's like, Todd Howard, it just works. KSI, I just do works. It's like,
I just
I
do
don't
the
care.
aborts.
I just aborts.
Yeah, but if one of them makes a diss
Yeetus,
track,
the
it's definitely
letus
fake.
fetus.
If one of them makes a diss track, it's definitely fucking fake, but
I mean, like,
I don't know, man.
they've been going, like, someone's been going back and forth with diss tracks. Who has the most subs? KSI.
Look-
Okay, so it makes more sense to have Deji and the other guy do diss tracks back and forth
I-
and use
I-
KSI's
KSI
name
was
for
going with
promotion.
some random KSI's going at it with a fucking random ass YouTube rapper. That shit's like completely out of nowhere.
What if he's friends with him?
They're not, like they physically never spoken.
How do you know that?
Good guess.
Guys, like these kind of channels, I equate them
Physically.
to being like
Keyword physically.
Kim Kardashian and like the Keeping Up with the Kardashians, right? Because it's like they have it's like the real life drama, but everybody knows that like Kim and all of them, like after the camera stop rolling, none of that shit matters. Same thing with Jersey Shore.
What if it does, though? Like, what if, like, their family's actually that dysfunctional and we all just
Yeah,
think
but
it's
like
fake 'cause it's so
look at the
outrageous?
history with like this kind
Of reality TV.
entertainment. Yes.
Yeah, it's all fake.
I
'Cause it
just
makes
don't
sense to
see
make
it.
it fake. It makes more sense to make it fake because you have more control over what happens and you can make shit up. And if it's real, it's like that's actual damage you can be done. And it's like if it's fake, you have control and damage control. It makes a lot more sense to fake it.
You can control the narrative when
Yeah.
you come up with the narrative.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean, but in the Randolph diss track, he deadass called Deji a pedophile, so.
What else is new, man?
Yeah, I don't know.
Paul filmed the dead
That's-
body. The only way it's gonna get any worse is
Nothing-
if someone like shoots someone on like a YouTube live stream. Like,
You know what? If KSI shot him, I'd be like, that's real. But after the shot,
How is he gonna
So-
shoot him? He's in the UK!
he goes to America and they shoot him. Duh.
yeah.
What?
Like I've slowly been phasing out like covering any of like that kind of sphere of YouTube content because it's just like, yeah, well, if they're just being dicks, I don't care if you're just a dick. You need to do a little more.
You're
really bad.
encouraging
You gotta be
people
a-
to shoot
dude.
people.
You've
I'm
gotta
not
be a
saying,
dick.
man.
Wait, Diesel's like, you gotta be a dick with a plan.
You gotta be. You can't just be a dick. You
gotta be a
little
dick
bit more
on
of
a mission.
Come on,
You
shoot
you
someone,
can't
stab
just be a
someone.
dick. I honestly, at this rate, I'm waiting for that because like everybody talks so much beef, but then everybody's just like, we're gonna have a boxing match. It's like,
Yeah, dude, I
Okay.
can't wait for your next
Really?
video title. KSI shoots Deji.
KSI shoots his brother. Fucking Christ.
It's just all like it's like
think about how good of a story that would be, though.
it'd be like shoots his brother. Like it'd just be like that.
KSI shoots his brother. No, demonetization. It has to be puts an end to his brother or something like that. The
No,
end of KSI's
KSI
brother.
pew pew his brother.
God. I don't know. Quite. I think it's fake.
I think it's fake.
I'm waiting to find out.
And then if it's real, God bless them. Hope they
Your profile
work it
picture
out.
speaks to me as disappointment.
Me?
I don't know
Diesel's or
why.
mine?
Yours. Diesel
Who's
just looks
yours?
depressed and angry.
Mine's is literally just Earl Sweatshirt's album cover.
I know. I don't know why. It looks like you're disappointed.
Yeah, it looks like I'm disappointed.
Yeah, like in the AVI, it's like I imagine this to you. It's like you're disappointed, and then Diesel's like staring me down, like into my soul, and I'm looking at Diesel
You
with
know
my
what's
with
up.
my monster nose and my Squidward, literally monster, because it's the monster.
Give me a
Thank-
second. I
thank
gotta
you
find.
for that, Brandon.
I gotta find this whole image again. It's really fucking funny. I love it.
An image of a hole?
No, this. This.
Nice. Thank you for
I wonder how many tries it took him to get that fucking picture.
Look at this fucking Jeff the Killer in that picture.
Like
Yeah,
how many
that's
times
a
did he have to
meme right
fling
there.
his phone and take a picture at the same time?
It was easier to fling his phone than to commission someone to fucking make it or something.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, I
Well-
think that pretty much concludes the episode.
Yeah,
Unless
let's
anyone
wrap
else
up
has
That
anything to say.
concludes
Meat
the final
grinder.
episode of the Lab Mouse podcast.
No.
God damn it, not again.
No way. We're
We
ending
won't
the
be
Lab
coming
Mouse
back
podcast.
until someone shoots someone. God damn it! Just kidding.
This podcast is over. This podcast is over until one of the Olatunji brothers is dead. that was a joke. Please don't kill each other.
That was a joke. Please don't commit a felony.
Yeah, no, we'll
Please
be
don't murder
uploading.
each other.
We'll be uploading Saturday. Don't kill someone.
Don't worry.
Okay, end the episode, quite.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Lab Mouse Podcast. You can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube, and you can only find us on YouTube, no one else. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at LabMouse_. Oh my god.